Questions still remain about what kind of abortion legislation Indiana lawmakers may propose. This week we're hearing from Governor Eric Holcomb and discussing the backlash over Attorney General Todd Rokita's remarks on a local abortion doctor. Plus, inflation at a 40-year high. We'll talk with Indiana lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Right now on this week's edition of In Focus. Thanks so much for joining us as we wait on the abortion debate to play out at the State House. We saw it play out this week in a very real way with a case involving a 10-year-old rape victim who came here to Indiana to get an abortion. But that's just the start of the story. Kristen Eskow joins us now with reaction and the latest on the looming abortion debate here in Indiana. Kristen?
Dan, Indiana made national headlines because of this case involving a 10-year-old rape victim who came from Ohio to Indiana to get an abortion, something the president referenced in a speech earlier this month.
This isn't some imagined horror. It's already happening. Just last week, it was reported that a 10-year-old girl was a rape victim in Ohio. 10 years old. And she was forced to have to travel out of the state to Indiana.
Now, while some initially expressed doubts about that story, we learned earlier this week that a man is now facing charges with the rape of that 10-year-old girl in Ohio. During the court proceedings, attorneys confirmed the girl had an abortion in Indianapolis. Right after that hearing, Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita announced he was investigating the doctor who performed the abortion. He implied without evidence that the doctor did not report the procedure as required by law.
Then we have the rape, and then we have this abortion activist acting as a doctor with a history of failing to report. So we're gathering the information, we're gathering the evidence as we speak, and we're going to fight this to the end, including looking at her licensure, if she failed to report.
Less than 24 hours after Rokita's interview on Fox News, we learned Dr. Caitlin Bernard had indeed filed the appropriate paperwork with the state. An attorney for Dr. Bernard released a statement Thursday evening saying that the doctor has not violated any laws in regards to this case. The attorney also says they are considering, quote, legal action against those who have smeared Dr. Bernard, including the Attorney General. The statement adds, quote, "We know that all the facts will come out in time." Dr. Bernard's employers at IU Health also released a statement on Friday saying they found the doctor complied with privacy laws. Indiana Senate Democrats had this response to Rokita's remarks, quote, "Instead of apologizing for his egregious claim that the story of a child seeking an abortion in Indiana was false, our AG has chosen to pivot baselessly, attacking a doctor for doing her job and providing potentially life-saving health care to a child in need." Now, all this comes as state lawmakers get ready to meet about a week from now for a special session at the State House. This past week, I caught up with Governor Holcomb, who backed away from some of his previous statements about having no red lines on what kind of legislation he'd like to see from lawmakers.
I am reserving comment until we see a bill. That does not mean, as I've seen printed, that I am not involved in the discussions with the legislative, again, members and leaders. What I meant was I have not laid out any ultimatums to say this is what should be in or shouldn't be in or can be in or couldn't be in for me.
Again, lawmakers will gather July 25th, a week from Monday, as the special session gets underway at the State House. In the newsroom, I'm Kristen Eskow. Dan, back to you.
Okay, Kristen, thanks. We'll talk much more about all of that here coming up.